Who is a narcissistic woman? A narcissistic woman is defined as a woman with a somewhat harsh nature, characterized by high self-confidence and arrogance in speech. She always puts herself first, meaning that herself comes first and nothing comes after her. She may reach the point of arrogance and condescension towards others and lack of respect for them or their feelings. It must be noted that a woman with a narcissistic nature tends to love possessions and the desire to control everything that is available to her, and she always views others as inferior to her. It must be added to this that she loves prolonged and continuous praise of herself and her personality. She does not care about the feelings of others at all. 1. Characteristics of a narcissistic woman in love. Perhaps one of the most difficult characters to deal with in love is a woman who has a narcissistic nature, as she faces many problems in many relationships between people, whether they have a relationship of friendship, work, or love, where the ego appears in a large way, especially in a love relationship with another partner, as the narcissistic woman aspires to a man and life partner who shares her ambitions and goals and someone who always takes into consideration her feelings and praises them from time to time. She never forgives betrayal, as the narcissistic woman suffers from excessive sensitivity, and is always afraid that she is disappointed in the man she loves. She is always cautious and avoids making mistakes or choosing the wrong partner. She always remains alert to what is around her, and this raises her partner's anxiety in another way. 2. 3. The mechanism for dealing with a narcissistic woman. Despite the characteristics that greatly accompany a narcissistic woman, such as confidence and arrogance, this type of personality greatly needs attention, listening to what is inside him, and giving him enough time to understand it. On the other hand, one must create the principle of apology for a person who has these characteristics, as he does not admit that he made a mistake and that everything he does is right. Therefore, family and friends are the most important thing that affects the narcissistic person. They must contain him, understand him, and make him accept the other opinion. There is no objection to seeing a specialist doctor for such things. Cases. As we mentioned previously, the narcissistic woman does not acknowledge that she has a certain psychological complex that must be treated. 4. How can a narcissistic woman be after a breakup? Love relationships for a narcissistic woman are like a wrestling ring. She must always win and impose her opinion on the other, but in return she needs great support from the other party. If a dispute breaks out that leads to separation, the narcissistic woman can return to the same relationship, if she feels that her position is not it is dysfunctional, and she is still able to impose her personality in every way. Narcissistic women have difficult traits that need constant care, and are considered difficult to change easily, but they can be worked on by a specialist in this field.